Hello students, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to discuss the practical number 14 for the subject computer science class 11. We have already discussed the 13 practicals in this series. If you didn't watch those practicals, I will recommend please go and watch those practicals. It will help you to understand the logics for this practical also little bit, okay? Because in last practical we have discussed a very important problem related to Fibonacci series. So please go and watch this practical. It will help you to understand the for loop, while loop and all those concepts in a better way. So today we are going to discuss an interesting problem. We are going to discuss the problem first, and then we are going to discuss the steps to solve it, and then we are going to discuss the Python code. Okay, I will write the Python code, and then we are going to discuss the run the Python code in the Spider editor. I am using the Spider editor. If you are using any other editor like Sublime, Jupyter, Notepad, okay, Notebook, or ideally it will work on that also and demonstrate it. Okay, so today we are going to discuss interesting problem that is related to find out the greatest common divisor. You might have learned this in your secondary or upper primary classes, how to calculate GCD and how to calculate the least common multiple, that is LCM. You might know the concept how to calculate the GCD and LCM. If you don't know, don't worry, I will explain it also little bit so that you can get the idea that what is GCD and LCM. Then we are going to discuss the problem. Okay, so let's get started without any delay. So we are going to discuss the problem first. Problem is that take two numbers that will be integer, okay, integer from the user and calculate the GCD, that is greatest common divisor. Okay, GCD, that is greatest common divisor, and LCM, that is least common multiple. So this is your problem you need to solve. You will take the number 1 as input from, let's suppose, 8, and number 2, let's suppose 12, and you need to find out the GCD, that is greatest common divisor. Okay, what is greatest common divisor? I am going to tell you. Greatest common divisor, a number, it is a maximum number that divides both number 1 and number 2 completely. Okay, so what is a GCD? GCD is a number, it is a maximum number that is dividing both number 1 and number 2, then this will be known as GCD. And how to calculate the GCD? So GCD can be calculated like you calculate the factor of the 8's factor is 2 into 2 into 2, mathematically I am telling you, and 12 factor will be what? 2 into 2 into and then 3. Okay, now what will be the GCD, greatest common divisor? We take the 2 here and 2 here, common portions we will take. These are not common, so we will not take these, and say, so here it will be 2 will be taken from here, 2 will be taken from here, and multiply those, and 4 will be the greatest common divisor. So 4 is the number that is dividing both 8 and 12. So let's see for whether it is 8. If we divide 8 by 4, then it is dividing 8 completely, and if you divide 12 by 4, it is also dividing, that is 3 and 12. So 2 and 3 are the remaining numbers. So 2 and 3 are the quotients, and we are able to divide the 8 and 12 both from by 4 completely. So 4 is your greatest common divisor. Now what is LCM? How to calculate LCM? I am going to write here. I am going to explain what is LCM first, and then we will see some example how to calculate the LCM. So I am going to write the LCM now. LCM is what? Least common multiple. Least common multiple means it is a number, it is a minimum number. Remember, it is a minimum number that is completely divisible by both number 1 and number 2. It is a minimum number. It is a minimum number. Sorry, here you need to write the number. It is a minimum number that is completely divisible by both number 1 and number 2. Okay. And what is the greatest common divisor? Greatest common divisor is different. It is a maximum number that divides both number 1 and number 2. It is a number, GCD is a number that completely divides number 1 and number 2. But what is LCM? LCM is a number that is completely divisible by number 1 and number 2. So difference you should know. Okay, GCD is a number that completely divides the number 1 and number 2 both, but LCM is a number, minimum number, that is completely divisible by both number 1 and number 2. You should understand this difference. If you know what is GCD and LCM, then we can directly write the Python program, but I am just telling because some of the students might forgot. So let's try to calculate the LCM. So how you calculate the LCM? Calculate the factor. So 2 into 2 into 2, and what is the factor of 12? Factor of 12 is 2 into 2 into 3. So here what we will take, common portion we will take 2, 2, and then remaining numbers also. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, so it will become 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 24. So 24 will be the LCM. 24 is the number that is completely divisible, minimum number it is. Remember, it is the minimum number that is completely divisible by both 8 and 12. 8 3 is 24, so we are completely divisible, and 24 if we divide by 12, then it is also divisible. Okay, so this way it is completely divisible. So you know how to calculate the GCD, how to calculate the LCM. You know what is GCD and LCM right now. Now if you know, one more trick is there. If you calculate the GCD, then you can automatically calculate the LCM, because formula is there, number 1 into number 2. If you multiply the number 1 and number 2 and multiply the GCD and LCM, these will be the equal. Okay, so you might have heard this formula in your secondary classes or in upper primary classes. So if you write the Python program to calculate GCD, then you can easily calculate LCM. LCM will be what? Number 1 into number 2 divided by GCD. And if you calculate the LCM, write the Python program to LCM, then you can easily calculate the GCD also. So GCD will be what in this case? Number 1 into number 2 divided by LCM. So one program you need to write, either you write for the calculating the GCD or you write for the LCM, and second portion you can do by dividing the multiplication of the numbers by LCM. If you divide, it will get the GCD, and if you divide the number 1 and multiplication of number 1 and number 2 by the LCM, then you will get the by the GCD, then you will get the LCM. So you can try it. So GCD of the 8 and GCD of the 8 and 12 is what? It is 4. LCM you can calculate. LCM will be what? 8 into 12 divided by 4. That will be 4 3 is 12 and 24. Here you also get the 24. So this way you can do. If you calculate the LCM, then let's suppose you write the Python program to calculate the LCM. If you know what is LCM, Let's suppose LCM is given as 24, and then you can calculate the GCD. GCD will be what? Number 1 into number 2, 8 into 12 divided by 24, then it will be 8 3 ja 24 and 3 4 ja 12, so GCD will be 4. So GCD will be 4, here it is. So you know, if you know the GCD, if you know GCD, then you can calculate LCM. If you know the LCM, you can calculate the GCD very easily. So now we can go ahead and try to build the logic for that particular problem. So I am roughing this and try to build the logic. So to build the logic, let's suppose how you calculate the GCD. Let's suppose number 1 you have taken from the user, you will take it from the user. Input method you will use, and enter the number 1, number, let's suppose number 1, and then you will take another input, number 2, and let's suppose integer number will be there. Input method you can use, input, enter the number 2, now GCD of any two numbers will always be 1. 1 is the GCD always, the number GCD is the greatest common divisor. We will by default assume that GCD will be 1, because any two numbers GCD will be 1 always. If that numbers are like 12 and 17, there is no common divisor, okay, for both these numbers other than 1. So GCD will be 1. If you get the two numbers, any one number is the prime number, then in that case GCD will be 1. So GCD 1 we will assume, always remain that assume that GCD is 1. Now you will build a logic to calculate the GCD. Let's suppose number 1 you have entered 8 and n1, let's suppose, and n2 you have entered, let's suppose, 12. Then how you are going to do? First you check whether let's suppose try to enter like this, 12 and 8, let's try it like this, 12 and 8. If number 1 is completely divisible by number 2 directly, then we can say number 2 will be the GCD. If number 1 is completely divisible by number 2 directly, remainder 0, then you can directly say that GCD is the number 2. Okay, let's suppose take example. Let's suppose number 1 you have taken, let's suppose 12, and number 2 you have taken 4. Then what will be GCD? GCD will be 12% 4 is equals to 0. That means 12 is completely divisible 4. So maximum number, that is common divisor dividing both these number, will be 4 only, because it is completely divisible dividing the 12. So GCD will be 4 only. So in this case we are directly calculating GCD 12. You can calculate it. 12 equals to what? 12, 2 into 2 into 3, and 4 will be what? 2 into 2. You take the common multiplier, 2 into 2, that will be 4 only. So this way directly you can say this is a mathematical fact. You should know the mathematical fact. Else, let's suppose this is the not case. Let's suppose this is the case. 12% 8. Let's suppose n1, number 1 is here. Let's suppose 12. Okay, I am roughing all those things. Number 1 is, let's suppose, 12, and number 2 is 8. Now 12% 8 is not equals to 0, because remainder is not equals to 0, means 12 is not completely divisible by 8. In that case what we will do, we will apply a for loop. Either you take the number 1 or you take the number 2 and try to divide any number, with both the numbers. Try to divide, take a number k and try to divide 12 and 8 with this number k, and if this number k is dividing both 12 and 8, then k will be the LCD, GCD. K will be the GCD. So how you will write? You will apply a for loop for k is a number we are trying to choose, k in range. We are applying range, let's suppose number 2. Number 2 are we are taking number 2 divide by 2, and then each up to 1 we will take, and each time step will be -1. You should know range function. And then if this number k is dividing both number, number 1% k is equals to 0 and number 2% k equals to 0, in that case what we can say, GCD will be what, this number k, because GCD is what, any number that is completely dividing both the numbers n1 and n2, and we are checking this k number whether it is dividing number 1 and number 2, and means both the conditions should satisfy. You should know how AND operator work. AND operator means both the condition is true, then only the result will true, otherwise the result will be false. You know this condition, false true false and false false case, then it will also false. You should know, this will be covered in your theory classes, AND operator. So if both the conditions are true in AND, then only result will be true of this particular if case, and in that case the k is the number that is completely dividing. And we are taking here number divided by 2. Why we have taken number divided by 2 only? Because let's suppose 8 is in the number. If 8 is the number, you want to check with whether it is divisible by the any number or not, then other than 8 it will be not divisible by, it's more than half. What is the half? 4. 4 up to 4 to 8, any number will not divide this 8. 5 will not divide, 6 will not divide, 7 will not divide. That's why we are taking the numbers that are less than 4 and checking for the divisible. 4 might divide, 3 might divide, 2 might divide, 1 might divide. If 4 is dividing, then we can say the 4 is the GCD. Okay, that's why we have divided number 2 by 2, so that we don't need, we know that any number that is less than 8 up to its half not divide the number this number, then why unnecessary we should apply the loop from 8 to, we can write like this also. You can write like this also, range, some student might confuse here, number 2 comma 1 comma minus 1, you can write this. But what will happen, number 2 minus 1 you need to start, because 8 will always divide 8, that's why we will not take this condition. I will write like this, number 2 minus 1, okay, remember this, number 2 minus 1 to 1, and each time step will be 1. So you know that 7 will not divide, 6 will not divide, 5 will not divide, up to half of its number 2 will never divide this number completely. That's why we are dividing this number by 2, and up to 1 we are checking whether any number is dividing this particular number 1 and number 2 both, then this number will be the GCD. I will dry run this and let you know how GCD will be calculated. Okay, so this program will calculate the GCD, and if you know the GCD, then very easily you can calculate the LCM. So LCM will be what? LCM will be number 1 into number 2, because you know the formula I have already discussed, number 1 into number 2, and if you divide this multiplication by GCD, you will automatically get the LCM. So here you are getting the LCM directly, and here you are getting the GCD. If the numbers are not both the numbers are prime numbers, in that case GCD will be 1. You should remember that. If number 2 is completely dividing number 1, then number 2 will become the GCD directly. Otherwise you will check by dividing the number from each number, and we will check whether any number is dividing both the number 1 and number 2 by any number that is less than the number 2 divided by 2, and if it divides, then we will directly say GCD will be the k number. Okay, now I am going to dry run. It will be little bit confusing for you to understand, because it needs little bit, and you need it is little bit difficult to understand this logic, because mathematics is involved. But if you try to, if you don't understand, watch this video again, you will get the idea. Okay, so now I am explaining you with some example, so that you can get the clear understanding. Okay, now let's suppose user has entered number 1, let's suppose he has entered, let's suppose 15. Oh, sorry. Okay, I need to clear this. Let's suppose user has entered number 1 value as 15 and number 2 value as, let's suppose, 25. Okay, then how it will work? GCD number 1 we are having what? It is 15, and number 2 what we are having? It is 25. and GCD we are having currently 1. By default GCD will 1, because if both the numbers are not dividing each other or there is no common multiple divisor, then there will be always 1 is the always the divisor of the every two numbers. Okay, so 1 is the minimum, or we will consider the 1 is the by default GCD. We are going to override this GCD if we found the any number that is greater than 1 and dividing both the numbers. Okay, so number 1%, number 2. Number 1%, number 2 means 15%, 25, whether it is 0, no it is not, so it is condition is false. So we are not going to execute this statement, and we are coming to else part. Else part, for loop, range function will be executed. Range, what will be the number 2 divided by 2, integer divide, we are dividing, double divide with 2 we have written, that's why quotient will be coming to the answer only. So number 2 is what? Number 2 is 25. 25 if we divide by 2, then integer division will be 12 and 24 and 1 will be the remainder. So quotient will not come in float if you divide integer divide. You should know the difference between, if you divide 25 by 2, then it will return you 12.5, and if you write 25 double divide 2, then it will return 12 only. Don't include the float part in this case. You should know floor division, double division and single division. This is known as floor division also, or integer division also. Okay, that's why 12 will be the range function's first argument. And then we know that 12 to 25, 12 to 24, any number will never divide 25. That's why we have divided it with 2. Okay, remember this. This is the mathematical fact. Any number cannot divide this number. Let's suppose 25 is a number. You should understand this logic. Any number between 12 to 13 to 24 never divide this 25. You should remember this condition. If you try, you can try also. Between 13 to 24, no number will divide this 25. Any number that might divide this 25 will always be less than or equals to 24. 12, it's half. Okay, either 12 will divide, either 10, 11, 6, 7, 5 will divide in that case, because your divisor will always exist from its 1 to its half. Okay, that you should know, that concept you should know, otherwise it will be little bit difficult to understand this line especially for you. So 12, 1, minus 1. So this range function will return you numbers up to 1. So 12, 11, up to 0 it will return, up to 1 it will return 2, because minus 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up to 2 it will return. Okay, now first time 12 will come in this k variable, whether number 1 is what? 15% 12 and 25% 12, whether the remainder is 0, no remainder, 0 is not there, that's why this condition is false. We will go and execute the loop again. K will become 11 this time. 11, 15% 11, whether remainder is 0, no, and 25% 11, whether remainder is 0, no, so condition is false. Next time loop will continue. 10 case, whether 15% 10 is 0, no, and 25% 10 is 0, no, because remainder is not 0 when we divide the 15 by 10 and 25 by 10. That's why this condition will be false. Again 9 will come in this k variable. 9, in the case of 9 it will not divide completely. 8 not divide, you know the why not divide. 7 will also not divide. Next time 6 will come, 6 will not divide, and next time 5 will come. 5 is the number that is 15%, 5 is equals to 0, because 15 is the number that is completely divisible by 5, that's why 0, and 25 is also a number that is completely divisible by 5. So if the 5 is the number that is dividing both the number, then this condition will become true, and you can set that GCD is the k, GCD will be k, so GCD will become your k value is what? 5 here, and you need to break this loop. Remember this, break this loop, because we need to find the greatest common divisor. We are not interested in the least common divisor. Okay, we are interested in the greatest common divisor, number that is highest number that is dividing both the number. That's why we will stop this loop here and we will print the GCD. And if you want to calculate the LCM, LCM will be what? Here number 1 into number 2. Number 1 is what here? 15 into 25 divided by GCD. GCD is what? 5. So 5 5 ja 25 and 15 5 ja 75. So 75 will be the LCM and GCD will be what? 5. So this way this program will help you to calculate both the GCD and LCM. I have explained in a detailed way. Now we can go ahead and write the Python code and see it into the editor also. So I am going to write the Python code now. So I am going to write here. Or there is one more possibility there. If you know import math module you can use, and you can directly calculate the math dot GCD of the number 1 comma number 2 to get the GCD, and you can use LCM equals to math dot LCM function n1 comma n2 to get directly LCM. So these are the ready-made functions. You need not to write the logic if you are not asked to write the logic. In this special case you need to write the logic. That's why I have explained that much. So for your convenience I am writing that. I have explained you this also. This is also right. So let's try to write this. Now number 1 you will take from the user. So integer input, enter number 1, okay. So here you will write like this, okay. Now number 2, integer input, enter number 2. Then you will GCD, you will consider it is 1. And now what you can do, you can, if number 1 is divisible by directly number 2, then we can say then GCD is what? It is number 2. Otherwise we will write the for loop for k in range divide number 2 divide by 10 to up to 1 minus 1, step is minus 1. And if condition you should remember, if number 1, if k is the number that is dividing both the number 1 and number 2, number 1 percent k equals to 0, and number 2 percentage k equals to 0, then we can say GCD is equals to k, and you will break this loop and you can directly print. For print statement I am writing this for loop, and else condition is also and here. Now I am writing this remaining program here. So you can print the GCD. So GCD is you can print it, and here you will print the GCD. And if you try to print the calculate the LCM, you can apply this formula. LCM equals to number 1 cross number 2 divide by GCD, and you can print the LCM also. LCM is, you can print it LCM this way. So this is the complete program. Now let me try to run this in the Spider editor. So I have already dry run it. Now I am going to run this into the Spider editor so that you can get the clear understanding. So now I am writing the Python program here completely. So you can write. So number 1, take the input, integer input, enter number 1, enter the number 1, and same way number 2 equals to integer, okay, you can write like this, input, enter the number 2, enter the number 2, and then GCD you are assuming is as 1. If number 1% number 2 equals to 0, then directly you say GCD equals to number 2. I already shown you how it is possible. Else in that case you will apply the for loop k in range, and either you divide number 1 or number 2, both will work. Number 2 divided by 2, or you can write number 1 divided by 2 also, and then up to 1, and then each time step minus 1. I have written it reverse order because we are interested in the greatest common divisor. If you start this loop from 1 to number 2 divided by 2, then it might possible that your loop might you might get any number that is not the maximum number, that is the common divisor. That's why we are iterating this loop in the reverse order. Okay, remember this. So if number 1 percentage k equals to 0, and you need to remember, and you need to write, or it will, or condition you need not to write, or here, you should not write or here, otherwise this will not work. So you strictly write and here. Number 2 percentage k equals to 0, and percentage symbol should write. Okay, in that case your GCD will be your number, that is k, and in that case this is the maximum number, that is the greatest common divisor. That's why we need to break it. We need not to check further, otherwise you might found any number that is GCD again. That will be not the, there might be common divisors, but this will not be the greatest common divisor. That's why we need to stop this loop here, because we are interested in the maximum number, that is the common divisor. We are not interested into the common divisors. If you want to print the common divisors, all the common divisors of the number 1 and number 2, then you need not to break this. Otherwise, if you are interested in the greatest common divisor, then in that case strictly you need to break this loop. Otherwise you might end up in LCM. You can calculate by, you know, formula in mathematics, number 1 if number 2 multiply, and if you divide it by this GCD, then you will get the LCM directly. Okay, and now you can print it very easily. GCD is what? It will be GCD, and print LCM is, and you can print this LCM is, and you can print this LCM like this. Okay, now you can run it. Now I am running this program. Now let's try to enter the 8 and 12, our favorite input. It should work. 4 and 24. Let's try 5 and 25, which we have taken as example. 15 and 25, it should work. 5 and 75. And let's try another example. Let's try to enter any number that doesn't have the common divisor other than 1. That's for 12 and 17. So one number is prime. That's why 1 is the greatest common divisor, and LCM is 204. Now let's try to take some more examples. Let's say 6 and 32. 6 and 32, let's suppose it is showing the 2 as a GCD and LCM as a 96. How it is 2 as a GCD? Because 2 is the only number that is common divisor. If you calculate the 6, 2 into 3, and 32, if you write 2 into 2 into, and 2 into 2 into 2, and there is a common, any number that is common is only 2. That's why 2 is the GCD, and LCM you calculate 6 into 32 divided by 2, and that will be 16 into 6, that is 96. So this way it is working. Okay, so you should know in mathematics how to calculate the common divisor and least common multiple. I already explained how to calculate and how you can do this. So that's all in this video. There might be more than you might have any other solution also, and because this problem has the many solutions, you might try to search on the Google. You might find many programs to calculate the GCD and LCM, and these are the very small programs, but for the understanding purpose I have taken this problem. So if you come up with a better solution, try to comment in the videos comment section. I will look into it, and if I like this logic that you have written, I will definitely post it and create a separate video so that everyone can get benefited. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please press on the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.